Well, good morning, good morning. Yes, it is morning. No, good evening, everybody. Hope that you all are having a fantastic evening. Glad that you have been able to join us, and we hope that you are having a good. Hope that you have had a good day. Doing fantastic here. Cindy is not joining us. She actually between work and then she has a little migraine stuff going on, so she's not able to join us. But we hope that you all are having a good day. Excited to be back again. And I know last week we talked, or 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, we talked about World America. We are still talking about it. We had such a great time on that ship. We miss everybody, but we did. We had a great time, and we can't wait to cruise with everybody again. Our next cruise right now is in October, which is on the Carnival Elation for Halloween, and we're going to be on there with a few friends, including I know that Kurt Marshall with See Me Travis is going to be on there. I know that Kathy Mills is going to be on there, and I know there are some other ones. I can't think of everyone that's going to be on there, but it is going to be a great time too. So maybe y'all can join us for that one. That's going to be on October 27th. And then we have our ABC's group cruise coming up. We have the rock and roll tribute group tours also, and we're going to be talking about them with the theme of what I did want to talk about is if you should or why you should book a group cruise and everything. But it um, we have a lot of fun when we are on group cruises or just getting together with a bunch of friends. We've met so many friends, and we met some new ones on World America, and it's like we always meet new people all the time. And then we decide, hey, let's get on another cruise ship together. So we have such a great time, and everyone that we cruise with, um, we can't wait to get on again. We do. So I'm going to check over to the chat, and then we'll talk about a few things and see how everything goes. Um, and the first one in the chat is Sea Lake Journeys. Chat, welcome in, sir. Say hey to Robin. Also, I know that she is out on location for her work and everything, but thank you for coming in. Hopefully, you are doing well, sir. And Marjorie, welcome in. Glad you're here, and hopefully, everything is going well with you also. And we got Scotty J Travels is in the house. Welcome in, Scotty. Hopefully, you are doing well and everything is going good with you. And we got Clock Family Adventures. Mike, welcome in, sir. Hopefully, you're doing well and everything is going good. And we need to chat a little bit again. We've got Mike and Rihanna Adventures. Mike and Rihanna, welcome in. Excuse me. Welcome in. Glad you are here. Hopefully, you're doing well and everything's going good. Mike and Rihanna, they're going to be going on the very first cruise on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. It's going to be a great time. We've got a lot of good things planned, a lot of good things going on. So make sure if you haven't booked it yet, that you get a hold of us. Contact information is going across the screen right now, and get a hold of us, and we can get you on that one or any other cruise ship, any other cruise, any other group cruise. Just get a hold of us. And we've got KKS Travel and Education Blogs. Well, welcome in. Glad you are here. Hopefully, you're doing well and everything is going good with you. And we've got the Moonlight Adventures. Josh Chassie, welcome in. We were with them along with Mike Clock on World America. I had a fantastic time and editing and listening. Yeah, I've been working on some more videos. Hopefully, get them uploaded here in the next few days. But welcome in, sir. Glad you are here. You and Chastity. Hopefully, you guys are doing well and everything's going good with you. And we need to talk also, Josh, about some things. And Antoinette is in the house. Welcome in, Antoinette. Hopefully, you are doing well and everything's going good with you. And we've got Sean from the Down Under Cruisers. OMG. Oh, good day, Bruce. I am disappointed Cindy goes on a cruise and disappears. Yeah, well, you know what? The cruises take a lot out of us too, and we try to hang with all the young bucks and everything, and so it does take a while to get back into the groove of things. But glad that you are here, sir, and can't wait to meet you guys on the rock and roll tribute cruise. It's going to be a great time. And we've got Najuma Brown is in the house. Welcome in, Najuma. Hopefully you are doing well and everything is going good with you. Glad that you are here. And hey, we got Ron is in the house. Or sorry, we got Paul in the house. Sorry about that, Paul. Welcome in, sir. Hopefully you and Meg are doing well. And I know I've said it over um, Facebook, but congratulations to you and Meg on the wedding. So happy for you guys. And I know that Meg just made the big move to Arkansas. So hopefully you guys are doing well and everything is going fantastic. We got Marsha is in the house. Welcome in, Marsha. Glad you are here. Hopefully you and Kurt are having a wonderful evening. I know that Marsha's getting ready to head to Florida for some work stuff. So have safe travels and hurry back. And then we're going to be talking and getting ready for the ABCs group cruise. We're going to be putting a lot of stuff together. So cannot wait for that. And then we have Kurt in the house. Welcome in, Kurt. Glad that you are here, sir. Hopefully you are doing well. And so glad you are here. And I know that you're busy editing too. Kurt and I chatted for a while yesterday, had a great talk, and things are going good. So welcome in, sir. Enjoyed your guys' show this morning too. Let's see. My chat just jumped. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back. Oh, here we go. I think. Here we go. All right. Now I'm going back. I don't know what. Just checking. That sounded ominous. No, just some things that we were talking about on the ship. Want to chit chat with you a little bit, sir. Let's see. I'm hoping I don't miss anybody. If I do, I apologize. And just say it again. And um, and I will say hey again. So I do apologize if I do miss you. And yeah, Marsha, get to sleep. It's 3 a.m. is going to come early. Got that early flight tomorrow. So get some sleep. Welcome in, Cruz Bolero. Glad you're here. Hopefully, you are having a wonderful evening and everything is going well with you. And let's see here. Chat just jumped again. James Cantonese is in the house. Welcome in, James. Glad you're here, sir. Hopefully, you and Cindy are doing well and everything. And we can't wait to see you guys. They were going to go on the tribute cruise in November, going to meet up with us. Looked like I just froze up for a minute. Hopefully, we are still here. But can't wait to see you and you and Cindy, James, in November. And just checking down. Everyone's saying hey to everyone, which absolutely love when you guys talk to each other. Also, all right. So I think I finally made it to the bottom. I do want to thank everyone that is here, everyone that watches our replay. We do have a lot of people that watch the replay. We greatly appreciate that. And so I do want to thank everyone that is coming in after the fact. Thank you so much for watching the replay and share it out if you would. We do greatly appreciate that. And everyone that's just listening and while you're working or editing or whatever you're doing, thank you so much. So glad that you are here. You guys can put in the chat your countdowns, next celebration you have going on, next cruise that you have going on, birthdays, anniversaries. Put it all in the chat. Just a regular vacation, maybe doing a land vacation. Oh, and by the way, how's that new car? I know that you guys posted a video on it. I need to go watch that. I haven't had a chance yet. I haven't done a whole lot of YouTube. Josh and Chastity, but I know that they got a brand new car. They were talking about a lot on MSC on World America. So excited for them. So how's that car going for you there, Josh? And then in the chat or in the description, we do have a new merch store if I haven't told you guys already. So check that out. We're slowly adding things. And then we also got a new Amazon store also where we are slowly putting things in there. We got the approval for Amazon to actually have our own Amazon store where we can add products in there. And so we are working on that also. So check those out. Most of the stuff that's going to be in there will be cruise or travel related. But check out that store. I'm really excited about them. So like I said, we do have some group cruises happening coming up that we have booked right now. One of them, the next one that's coming up group cruise wise, is the tribute cruise, the rock and roll tribute cruise, which is on the NCL Encore. And this is happening in November 29th of this year. We still have plenty of cabins available, so get a hold of me and we can get you in one of those cabins. So get a hold of me, and we still have some good rates, and we can get you in one of the, whether it's an interior, a studio. Remember, NCL has the studio and solo cabin rates for interior ocean view balcony. And so get a hold of us if you're solo, and we can get you the good rates. And the good thing about it with those solo rates is most other cruise lines, whether it's Carnival, Royal, MSC, all of them, they charge double, even if you're traveling solo. The only thing you don't pay is the port fees and taxes for that second person. So you can save yourself hundreds of dollars by booking one of those solo cabins. So get a hold of me and we can get you in on that. So it's going to be a great cruise, though. We got a couple great bands. We got the Who's Who, which is a tribute band to the Who, and then we have a great band called Foreign Journey, and they do Foreigner and Journey songs, and they are fantastic also. And both these bands travel worldwide. They are really good. So you do not want to miss this. The Encore that has that racetrack, and we have the HH4C 125 that's going to be happening on there, and we have a lot of different besides the performances of the two bands who will also be performing on the private island of Harvest Cay. So you don't want to miss this. So definitely get a hold of me, and we can get you on get you on that ship in one of those cabins. Then in April of 2026, and this one we are continually booking. More and more people are getting quotes and are really interested in going on this cruise. That is the ABC's new group cruise happening in on April 11th of 2026 on the Carnival Horizon out of Miami. And it's going to be a great cruise. See Me Travel is going to be on there. The Moonlight Adventure is going to be on there. Clock Family Adventures is going to be on there. Denise and Dwayne from Bone Tide Travelers is going to be on there. Sea Lake Journeys is going to be on there. TNT Adventures to Sea is going to be on there. I know that I'm missing somebody. I know I am. Will G is going to be on there, and quite a few other people. We still have good rates, and we still have some cabins available. So get a hold of me, and we can get you in on the rates and get you in a good cabin, whether it's an interior, an ocean view, a balcony. Come and join us. It is going to be a great time. And then one more group cruise that we have going on, which we are booking on, and this is going to be a fantastic cruise, and it's called the Shindig on the Sea. This one's going to the Mexican Riviera. So if you ever want to cruise out of LA and go to the Mexican Riviera, this one is also on the NCL Encore. And what it is a square dance group cruise. Now, here's the thing: you do not need to know how to square dance. You don't even have to participate in any of those events that they have going on when it comes to square dancing. Cindy and I are going to be on there also. But it is a square dance group cruise. They are going to have opportunities for people that maybe would like to have some fun and learn a few steps in square dancing. You're going to have that opportunity. If you know how to square dance, you're going to have the opportunity to do some full dancing. It's going to be a great time. 7-day cruise to the Mexican Riviera on the NCL Encore. And that one is happening February 28th of 2027. It's going to be a fun time. You don't want to miss it. So get a hold of me and we can get you on that one. We are booking that one. We're doing bookings almost every week on that one also, even though it's so far out. So get a hold of me. We do have some good rates for that cruise. So get a hold of me and we can get you on that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, let me go over. Excuse me. I'm going to take a quick swig here. All right, so let me go over and check in the chat. Will G is in the house. Welcome in, Will. Glad you are here, sir, and hopefully you and your lovely wife are having a good evening and everything is going good with you guys. You're loving the new car. Awesome. I gotta go watch that video. In fact, when I get done here after the show, I am going to go watch that video. It sounds like an awesome car. It sounds awesome. So my grand says 206 days to the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Absolutely. And it is going to be a blast. Sean says 206 days to alcohol poisoning. Oh, that's right. You got to do a shoey with Foster's. That's going to be fun. We'll probably get a lot of views on that one there. Let's see here. Checking down. Let's see. Yes, Paul, ABC's is a great one. You and Meg ought to come and join us. Get a hold of me. It's going to be a great time. And it's on the Carnival Horizon. It's going to be a fun time. Let's see here. You guys are going to try and make the meetup. That's going to be awesome. We're going to have a great meetup. It is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, there'll be other ones that are coming to the meetup that won't be able to make the cruise. But so hopefully we'll be able to see you there, buddy. And Josh says, I'll be in New Mexico most likely, even though the states are side by side. It's quite a drive. Yep. All righty. Let's I did want to talk about a couple things that did come up in the news. As a lot of you have probably heard, because I know it's all over the internet, all over YouTube, Facebook and stuff, about the new taxes that Mexico was going to implement, which was basically going to be $42 per person. And that was passed in December of 2024 at $42 per person, which for a family of 4 would be about an extra $168 added to their cruise. However, um, that has been scaled back, and the fee is actually going to start at $5 in July, $5 per passenger in July. So they really scale that back. It may eventually get up to that point, but they're definitely going to be staggering it. In 2026, the fees will raise to $10 per passenger, and then 2027 it will go up $21 per person. So yeah, but they definitely scaled it way back from what they had originally posted, which is fantastic. It really is for the cruise industry and for the people that like to go to Mexico, whether it's on the East Coast or the West Coast. So that is some really good news. Um, and then for all you Royal Caribbean fans that are looking forward to Star of the Seas, it's getting close. It's about 98% ready right now, and they are set to debut Star of the Seas in August of 2025. So that one looks like it is still um, still on schedule to debut in August. Are any of you guys booked on it yet? Are you planning on booking it? I know, as with all the cruise lines, the prices for the cruise ships out of Royal are it's a lot of sticker shock for some. It was for Icon of the Seas, Utopia of the Seas, um, and it's really a shame that they are taking and using those big newer ships for the shorter cruises. They've made that decision, but has anyone booked it yet, or do you plan on booking the Star of the Seas? And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is they have released the cruise lines have released their first quarter earnings of 2025, and there's a lot of numbers here, and I'm not going to go through them all because they really break it down. I just like the bottom line. I'm a bottom line type of person, and so the bottom line for the first quarter of 2025, the total revenue for Carnival Cruise Lines was $5.8 billion. Royal Caribbean was $4.0 billion, so $4 billion. And then Norwegian, and these are just the top three. Norwegian was $2.1 billion. Carnival did go up from $5.4 billion in 2024 in the first quarter to $5.8 billion in 2025. Royal went up from $3.7 billion to $4 billion. Norwegian actually went down in the first quarter of 2024. They did 2.2 billion, and then in 2025 they did 2.1 billion. Gross revenue per passenger, Carnival made $239.02. Royal $290.45. Norwegian $367.63 gross revenue per passenger. So those are interesting numbers. You can see that the cruise line has definitely gotten their money back, if you will. But they are definitely increasing, and they, to be honest with you, it is a lot of people are cruising. There's a lot more new cruisers also, and so the need is there, and it's a good thing. Just the bad part of it is that I think sometimes it does feel like the cruise lines are, uh, gouging, and I do think that there are some things that they are taking things away, charging more for things. So, but those are what the numbers are. All right. So I'm going to go back to the chat, see what everyone is saying, and then we're going to get into the topic of why or why not you should book a group cruise. Um, so let me go in here, and I don't know who all I lost it because it kept moving on it, but I am going to go down to about, let's see, who said hi to Paul. Um, let's see here. I think that's about where I ended. So let me check here. Here we go. Chris, Ohio Travels with Chris. Welcome in, Chris. Glad you are here. And hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything is going good with you. We're going to see Chris on the ABC's new group cruise. Cannot wait. I'm supposed to be getting sometime this month. I'm supposed to be getting the link for everyone for the hotels, the group rate for the hotel in Miami. And so I'll be posting that and sending that out as soon as I get that. And cannot wait for that. And we're going to be putting a lot of fun things together. And one thing about it, we've learned you don't have to have a lot of things because everyone has it's their vacation. So we don't plan a ton of activities, but there'll be a lot of things, things that people can do, things that aren't even scheduled activities. So it's going to be a fun time. And we've got Ross is in the house. Welcome in, Ross. Glad you are here. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day. You and Donna. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time and everything's going good. And then Clock says, you were booked on Star of the Seas. Yeah, that's right. I remember that, but couldn't pass up a free cruise on the Icon. Absolutely. I hear you. Um, yeah, I completely agree. And then Chris says 339 days to the ABC's new group cruise. Absolutely. It's going to be a great time. And Kathy Mills is in the house. Welcome in, Kathy. Glad you are here. Yes. So Kathy will be joining us on the Elation. Absolutely. We did talk about the Elation a little bit, and cannot wait to see you again. And it's going to be a fun time. And so cannot wait for that. And Kathy's actually doing a back-to-back for that one, which is fantastic. It's going to be awesome. All righty. We got Ron is in the house. Welcome in, Ron. Glad you are here, sir. Hopefully you are doing well and everything is going good with you and your family. Oh, and Will G says 22 days till Alaska. Oh, that is fantastic, Will. It's going to be a great cruise for you guys. That's fantastic. All righty. Well, let's share some things on why, my question is, why should you book a group cruise? So there's a lot of reasons. There's some good reasons why you should book a group cruise. All right. So, and let me get me out of here. So we do. Give me just a second here. Let me do that. There we go. All right. So first of all, what is a group cruise? Some people may not know exactly what a group cruise is. So a group cruise is any group where it can be friends or family, as you can see down here, organizations, companies, businesses, churches, schools, clubs. Basically, what is required is each cruise line requires a specific number of cabins to be booked to be considered a group, and they range from 5 to 8. NCL is 5 cabins to be considered a group cruise. Royal, Carnival, MSC, Princess, a lot of the other ones, Holland America, 8 cabins or 16 people. Um, but basically, 8 cabins. It's 8 cabins booked to be considered a group. And that can be, it doesn't have to be, we see a lot of YouTubers out there that set up group cruises, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, it's not just that. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. To have a group cruise, it could be just friends or family members, friends and family. Uh, it could be any type of organization, a company or business. Churches do group cruises, schools do group cruises, clubs do group cruises. Basically, it can be anyone that can occupy 5 to 8 cabins um, on the cruise can be considered can be considered a group cruise. Um, Whoops. Why is that going away? Oh, that's why. Hold on a second. There we go. So that, it can be just, if you have, say you wanted to do a family reunion, you can set it up as a group cruise. And we're going to talk to you about why, instead of just booking as friends or booking as um, family, and everyone just goes and books there, or you use a TA, which I personally think you ought to use a TA. But uh, um, why you should book it as a group cruise instead of just booking it on your own. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, because there are a lot of benefits um, that you get for having your cruise, if you're cruising with a bunch of people, to be set up as a group cruise. First of all, there is a cost savings. Many of the cruise lines do offer group discounts, especially, and the larger the group, the larger the discount could be. Um, so it could be a lower cost per person to book that to book that cruise. So there is a cost savings, and it is a real cost savings um, versus an individual and a group. There are some group perks that you can participate in with the cruise lines. When you're booking as a group, you can unlock many benefits like onboard credits, free upgrades, even get free cabins. Which, if you're booking one, get a hold of me. I don't want to get into all that right now, but you could have the opportunity to have a free berth, which is when you're berthing a cabin, that's putting somebody in the cabin. There's the opportunity for that. There's many amenities that that are part of a group that you wouldn't get as an individual. So, and there's a lot of different ways that works. If you want to know more about that, get a hold of me, and I can let you know all of the particulars on that. And then a dedicated group coordinator. A designated group coordinator can assist with various arrangements, including dining reservations, shore excursions, and private events, and it makes the planning process a lot smoother. So the dedicated group coordinator typically would be your TA, a travel agent. It's best to use a travel agent, especially if you're setting up groups, because they spend all the time on the phone for you. They um, work with the cruise lines to make sure that you have your dining all set up. If you want to do group dinings, um, shore excursions, you can actually set up shore excursions where it's just your group going on a shore excursion and no one else is included. Um, you can have different private events on the ship. Maybe you've been on a ship and you see a venue that says um, this is reserved for a private event. That's typically a a group that has reserved that area. Sometimes it may be a little bit of an additional cost, but not always. And your TA can work stuff out with the cruise lines, the TAs are allowed different perks that individuals would not be able to get also. So when you're setting up a group, it is best if you use a TA, because there's a lot of things that they can do that you wouldn't know to do or would not have access to. So it's and a TA typically would be your group coordinator. You can get an enhance. Your experience can be enhanced again with the different private events that you can set up, and setting up a group allows you guys to have shared experiences and create lasting memories. And there's a lot of things that a TA can set up for you to make it long lasting memories. It's very the convenience of a group. A group booking can streamline the booking process with the group coordinator, your travel advisor, handling individual invoices and payment collections. It just makes everything easier if you have your travel advisor that has it all streamlined. And there's something that Carnival is now implementing that I'm excited about. I'm not going to talk about it today, um, but I will be talking about it in the future when it comes to what they're allowing TAs to set up to, which is really cool. But it does help you. It's very convenient if you have a booking coordinator that streamlines everything. So it's really good. And then the group cruises are easily customizable. Okay, if you are booking a group cruise for any special event, you get the opportunity to organize and customize the events. You can book private shore shore games, dinners, excursions, scavenger hunts, or even organize a destination wedding. And we actually have some friends that are getting married on the Encore, and they worked well with the group coordinate, the wedding coordinating department with NCL. So that's very cool. You can get free cocktail parties, wine tastings might also be available, and there's just a lot of different events that you can customize for your group. So it's very beneficial if you are um, doing a group and there's a bunch of you, where again you can are able to book at least 5 to 8 cabins to set it up as a group cruise, even if you don't want to plan um, a lot of events, you're not looking to do that, but just having it under the umbrella of a group versus individual, it is very beneficial. It really is. And so it's something that you should really consider if you are planning on doing a cruise with a bunch of individuals, a bunch of friends, family. Maybe you're doing a family reunion, uh, just doing a class reunion with your high school graduating class, a bunch of people from work. You all want to go on a cruise together. As long as if you're booking on NCL, and I really do think, and I have said this before, I have set up groups on all of the top 3 cruise lines: NCL, Carnival, and Royal Caribbean. And I do have to say that Royal Caribbean, or I'm sorry, that NCL is second to none when it comes to their groups department, the amenities that they offer. They are second to none. So it is something to really consider. However, Carnival does a great job with their groups department, and they offer some nice amenities also. It's just differently on how you get them. Same thing with Royal Caribbean. They have a nice groups department. They offer nice amenities. Um, it really depends on what you're looking for. But like I said, it doesn't have to be where you're doing all of these events and doing even wanting to dine together all the time or whatever you're wanting to do. But as long as you book it as a group, you have access to all these amenities, even if you don't want to do some of those other things. So it's something to really consider. Um, if you're getting married, each of the cruise lines have a great wedding department, and a TA a travel advisor, can set all that up for you, and it really is a great thing. So it's something to really consider if you're planning on booking doing a cruise, and you have a few people that are doing it. I just set one up today. Uh, I have a client that contacted me, and uh, they're doing a girls trip, a girls cruise, and they just booked enough cabins. They had enough cabins. We set it up as a group, and they get some of the amenities, um, and they want to do some of the dining together, but they also want to do their individual things also. But they set it up as a group because they did get some discounts, and they have some opportunities to do some other things. So you could just be going with friends, family, co-workers, nonprofit organizations, just like Helping Hands for Cruising. Your churches, we have churches that book as a group, um, and then because they all Sunday school class all wanted to go on a cruise together. Well, we set up as a group because they do get the amenities and everything. So it's something to really think about, and we can help you with all that. Right now, I'm working with Mike Clock works with us, and also Ross with Orange Cone Blog. We're looking at bringing on a couple other people. So we're really building a really good team also to help you guys. So if you are thinking about just a bunch of you getting together doing a cruise, get it set up as a group cruise, even if you're not going to do all those events and everything. All right, let me go down here and see what everyone is saying in the chat. Everyone's talking. Um, uh, and then what's what I was saying here, folks? Help make a difference in a recipient's life. Apply to host a HH4C group cruise. Visit Helping Hands for cruising.org. Absolutely. And Helping Hands is a great organization, and we're excited to be partnering with them for um, we are going or with a tribute cruise, Rock and Roll tribute cruise, and then they were having a recipient that was going to be on the um, Alaska group cruise that we ended up having to cancel due to some unforeseen things. But that recipient's actually joining us on the ABC's group cruise, so that is exciting also. So you definitely, that is a great organization. It really is. Um, Welcome in, uh, and hi. I'm just going to call you World Tour. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher that first name. Haikinuki World Tour. I don't know, but welcome in. Glad you are here, and hopefully you are having a wonderful day in your part of the world, and then Sean's thumbs up, even if Cindy is not here. Yeah, thank you very much, Sean. But yeah, if you would please hit that thumbs up as you come in, or you could just close out the chat for a second. You could hit that thumbs up and then pop right in. But thank you so much, Sean, for giving that. I thought I saw. Um, so thank you so much. Um, Cass says, as a sometimes solo cruiser, it's nice to have a group to hang out with from time to time during the cruise, and eating alone is no fun. Eating alone is no fun. Absolutely, Kathy, and that is a thing. If you're a solo cruiser, booking with some other people as part of a group, you do have other people to hang out with, so you're not having to do it by yourself. And so That is a very good point, Kathy. Thank you so much. And Josh says a secret to group cruising too is that you don't necessarily have to participate in the group to get the benefits. Absolutely, Josh. That is an excellent point. You don't have to. You don't have to participate in any of the events to get the benefits of being part of a group. And you can participate in some of the events or none of the events because it's your cruise, but you do get benefits for booking into a group. So really think about that. Thank you so much, Josh. That is a really, really good point. George, welcome in, sir. Glad you are here. Hopefully you are having a wonderful evening and everything is going well with you. uh, And then Mike says, "Yep, you always have someone to talk to on a group cruise. You do." And I remember because the first one that I really participated in was the original booze cruise on the Glory out of New Orleans, and it was such a fun time. And um, Kurt from See Me Traveling, Mike from Clock Family Adventures, sometimes Josh, Greg would join us every once in a while from SCT Adventures, but we would just get a cup of coffee and sit down and chit chat. Or one thing that we did at night, which Cindy and I love doing, and see, Kurt Marshall was there, and um, Mike Clock, and the Naughty Cruiser. We would do the buffet at night, the late night buffet. Has such a great time just sitting down and talking and getting to know people. It is such a fun time. So you do sometimes just say hey to people and stuff. We had a great time. And same thing on we did the breakaway with Sea Lake Journeys and TNT Adventures to Sea and a lot of other great friends. And I'm going to forget people, so I'm going to stop with that. Um, but what I need to do is every cruise that we're on, I got to take a list of everyone we were with and have it so that I can look over it, because I always will forget somebody. I feel bad about that. But it was the same thing on there where we would just, you know, uh, have fun, just you know having a drink, sitting down and talk, we did the wine tasting together, um, or or making balloon animals. And I understand that Chet's getting ready to upload that video. Um, I had just a great time. So you just get to just maybe it's stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, but you don't have to be shy or bashful. You're just sitting down, just saying, "Hey, how's it going?" type thing. So it is a great time to be part of a group cruise. It really is. We were on the Jubilee, and we went as part of Have Luggage Will Travel. Josh and Amanda and Will G and his wife were on that one. Mike Clock and Ricky Clock, and their daughter was on that one. I believe his son was also on there. Um, and I had a great time there where we would just take time and just sit and chit chat and everything too. So while participating in some of the events also. So, oh no, Will, your phone's dying. Well, thanks for coming in, buddy. If you're still here, thank you so much. And thank you. Come in and watch the replay. Thank you so much, buddy. Um, and then Josh is saying hi to everyone. Uh, if you missed everyone, he's been editing. Thank you so much. Hey, Kevin, welcome in Tuber Chat. Thank you so much. Great, great supporter. And check out Tuber Chat. Great channel. Really is helping um, other YouTube channels just connect with each other and everything, and helping everybody grow and everything. So welcome in, Kevin. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing us out. Greatly appreciate that. Bruce can save you money doing a group cruise. Thank you so much. We can save you, Chet. Thank you so much. But we can really save you some money just by booking it as a group instead of as individuals. So really, really think about it. Because it's a great time. You know, you'll have a great time as friends. So let me see, my chat just jumped. All right. All right. How does a group cruise booking work if someone had a comped casino offer? So here is the deal with casino offers. Um, you can't book into a group with a casino offer. However, into that group setting, but you get such a great deal with the casino offer. However, what can happen, and it's all up to the organizers and TAs and stuff, but what can happen is they can link if you give them your booking, they can link your booking to the group if they're willing, and that and then you can still join in. You won't get the perks of that group and stuff, but it'll still join you in with the dining and the different activities that may be going on. So that is an option. You just have to talk to the organizers, the TA, and see what they are willing to do. Danny, welcome in, sir. Hopefully you and your family are doing well and everything's going good with you. I was watching your last live. I believe it was your last live. I was kind of in the background, but was checking y'all out and watching that and everything. So hopefully you are having a wonderful, wonderful day. And Carl and Don Hamilton, welcome in. Glad you're here. We're going on our 25th anniversary cruise in November on Carnival Panorama. Is there anything special I can request? Yes. So, yeah, uh, what you have to do is you have to let the cruise line know. And if you did, I don't know if you did it with a TA or on your own, but you can. The cruise line, and this is for all the cruise lines, make a notation that it is your wedding anniversary, and then um, they will get you a cake. They could be doing some decorations in your cabin. There's other things they can do. Possibly do a spa day. There are different options. It depends on the cruise line and stuff, and you just have to talk and kind of schmooze your way a little bit. But there are things that can done, and if you're using TA can work with them to try and give you um, get get you a couple things and everything. So there are special things that you can request um, on that. And if you do have any questions, you can give me a call, and I can certainly guide you through that. We do this for a living and everything. However, I am always available, even if we did not book your cruise, to help and guide people. So please feel free to give me a call. My number is there at the bottom of the screen, and I can try and at least guide you where to go or what to do. So, but thank you so much for coming in. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see, and we are getting close to the end. Got about 6 minutes left. Um, let's see, and what's Ross saying here? A good tip is to check with your TA. Sometimes your TA has space booked in a group in order to offer better pricing and benefits. Absolutely, and we are working. We are really focusing on doing that also, is especially when new ships are coming out, trying to get group space if they will allow that, or when we can, different ships get group space, and we have so long to try and fill them up and stuff, but we could get special rates on different ships. So definitely check with the TAs and say, hey, do you have any special rates for whether it is the Panorama or the Icon of the Seas or the Encore, the different cruise lines, and find out. And you might be able that might surprise you. So definitely check it out. And back to Carl and Don, you were going on the Panorama. We did the Panorama a couple years ago. Make sure you check out the trampoline park. It is a blast. We had so much fun on the with the trampoline park. It took a lot. It did take a lot out of us, but we had a blast. So make sure you check out that trampoline park. It was a lot of fun. All right. All right. Looks like we made it back to the back to the bottom of the chat again. So fantastic. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much. I do want to talk about one more thing, quick, like, well, a couple of things. We do have a new mailing address, so make sure you check that out. We had changed our PO box. We were having issues with our post office here in town, so it's in the description. You may have our new one, but if you don't, just check it out. If you're going to send a card or send a letter or send anything, just check that out. The other thing, and I am going to talk about it on maybe on our next live, which should be next week, and that is Uplift, which they changed that to Flex Pay, but it is a way to be able to pay your cruise over time, even after final payment date. So we're going to talk about that on our next live, which I do plan on going live next Tuesday night. So we will talk about that. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I think that's all we got for tonight. So thank you so much for coming in. Greatly appreciate you guys. Love spending time with you. We'll see. Maybe Cindy can join us next week. But thank you so much. Can't wait to meet you all in person. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you go over and check out Nautical Nurse Nancy and her channel. They do great lives. Her husband, Anthony, their daughter, Hannah, sometimes pops in there. So make sure you go check them out. Thank you so much. Everyone have a wonderful evening. And we greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, happy travels. We'll see you out there.